The black people who follow, I say that in the first page of the book, the black people who follow the teachings, the history, the actions of their ancestors that allowed them to be successful in the face of oppression, those are the supreme black people. The black people who are following after other groups of people, after other race of people, those aren't your black supremacists. Those aren't the people who are supreme.
Who are the supreme blacks?
The ones who follow the actions and behaviors and history that allowed their ancestors to be successful. So Frederick Douglass was successful even though he was born a slave.
And where is Frederick now?
He's dead.
I'll rest my case.
Benjamin Banneker.
I'm talking about now. What's wrong with the blacks?
Well, I'm successful.
What's wrong with the blacks that they are constantly complaining about the white man and trying to keep up with him, and right now they're out of control as far as snatch and grab and robbing and stealing and raping and killing white people and breaking into their stores and all that. If they're superior, why are they doing those things?
Those aren't the superior blacks.
Ooh, those are the inferior ones?
Yes, the ones who do stuff
like
like that.
And why don't the superior one help the inferior one?
We do, and we try.
How?
Like how I do it. I educate black youth. None of my students would ever do anything like that.
Oh, they wouldn't?
No.
Amazing.
And I have hundreds of students.
Do you teach at a black Israelite school or something?
No, I teach at a New York City.
You teach at a normal school?
Right. If you want to call it normal, it's normally oppressive. But what you said, why we're asking for affirmative action is only way to protect black people. In the 1950s and 60s, they would prevent black people from, 1940s and 50s, they would prevent black people from going to schools. They would follow them from NAACP meetings. They would follow them from Black Panther meetings, and they would make sure that they weren't going to college. They would harass them, kick them out of schools.
When you say that, you're saying white people would do that to the black?
And the people who were in charge of the institutions.
And the black people back there was trying to get into the white schools?
Well, they were just trying to go to schools in general.
To black schools or white schools?
A lot of them were trying to go to WPIs.
Were they trying to go to black schools or white schools?
PWIs, predominantly white institutions.
And so, if they were superior, why were they trying to go to white school rather than just building their own school and doing their own thing like the Jews did?
We have built our
Why were they trying to force their way into the white school?
No, schools or colleges. We have our own colleges.
Whichever one you're talking about.
HBCUs. But even there, they were kicking white people, black people out of like HBCUs.
Why were the blacks trying to force their way into the white school if they're superior?
The HBCU, historically black colleges?
Whichever one you were saying that they were kicking the blacks out.
Those are supposed to be black schools, historically black colleges.
Stay with me. You said back in the 40s and 50s, right?
Right.
And that they were, or 60s or whatever you said, they were kicking the blacks out of the school, they were following them and doing all that. Were the blacks trying to get into the white school back then?
Some were.
If they're superior, why were they trying to force their way into the white schools?
Because they didn't know that they were superior.
They didn't know it?
No.
Oh, you could be superior and not know it?
Yes.
Why were they so dumb that they didn't know they were superior?
They weren't dumb, they were just ignorant. There's a difference
between... How can you be superior and be ignorant that you're superior?
There's a difference between ignorance and stupidity. There's a difference between knowledge and intelligence. Knowledge is what you know. Intelligence is how you utilize what you know.
So you could be superior and not know it?
Yes. So a lot of people don't know it, which is why I wrote this book.
Define superior for me.
Exceptionally greater than.
Exceptionally greater than.
Right.
And so the blacks were exceptionally greater than the whites?
Historically speaking, what I'm saying is no group of people have been oppressed as much as black people, and no group of people have made the significant contributions that black people have made. That's a historical fact.
But you're saying that the black people were superior when they were trying to force their way into the white schools, meaning that they were way smarter than the whites and they were superior to the whites.
You said that.
Well, superior, whatever your definition.
Okay.
But they didn't know it.
Yes.
So how can you be, so superiority doesn't come from God?
What?
It doesn't come from God.
What doesn't come from God?
To be superior.
To be superior doesn't come from God?
Right.
Anything we do comes from God.
So how come how could they be superior and didn't know it?
Because many don't know the truth. Like Deuteronomy 7:6 tells you that God has a chosen people. I know that I'm a part of those chosen people. If more black people knew that, then they would carry themselves like it.
So if they had read the Bible, they would have known that they were superior?
If they read it and understood it properly, yes.
They would have known they were superior.
Right.
So you can't know that you're superior unless you read the Bible?
No, you can know that without reading the Bible.
But why didn't they know it then?
They were ignorant.
But why though? If you're superior,
Systemic racism.
if you're smarter than the white
Systemic
people,
racism. So
and
you're talking about in the 1940s and 50s,
I'm
right?
talking about this time when you said that the white people like keeping the black people out of the
yeah,
school.
so staying with the timeline, we weren't far removed from slavery and Jim Crow. During the 1940s and 50s, we still had black people in slavery under peonage.
But I'm black and I'm slow. I'm one of those slow that didn't know I was superior. But how can you be superior than everybody else and not know it?
I'm going to tell you. So one of the most famous slaves from the 1940s and 50s, we're talking about the 1940s and 50s. This lady was a slave. Her name is May Louise Miller. She was a slave in the 1950s and didn't even know that slavery was over, had been abolished.
But I'm asking you, how can you be superior and not know it to the rest of everybody else? Here you are fighting, trying to get into the white man's schools and to their businesses because you think you can see that their stuff is better than yours, right? But if you're superior, wouldn't you like naturally do superior things?
We do naturally do superior things.
Like break into white people's business?
No, like run the fastest, jump the highest, things like that.
No.
Usain Bolt, no one has ever run faster than him.
Animals do that.
Huh?
Animals
No,
do
I'm
that
talking
kind
about
of-
with people.
But you don't have to be superior to run fast. You just need
If
to
you
run.
if you run faster than everyone else, you're superior.
But you really believe that white people, that black people are superior to the whites?
Look, no,
And-
you're saying something that's subjective. Objectively, no group of people, no race of people have been oppressed like black people and have made the significant contributions that black people have made. So when it comes to resilience and innovativeness, black people are superior. Objectively speaking, name a group of people who have been oppressed more than black people, then name a group of people who have made more inventions than black people.
The white people.
We're superior because we have been oppressed the most and still made the most significant contributions, so our resilience is superior. That's what makes us superior.
That doesn't even make sense.
It does. If you can make the most significant contributions in the face of oppression, that shows some superiority.
Who destroyed the black family?
Systemic racism.
Who?
Who? White supremacists.
White supremacy destroyed the black family?
Right, systemic
They
racism.
made black men leave their homes?
They locked black men up, yes.
Did they make black men leave their home and for the welfare check?
Yes.
They made them do it.
They didn't make them do it. It rewarded black women who kicked black men out the house.
But, right, and so is the black woman superior too?
The black woman what?
Superior to all the other women, other races of women?
By my definition?
No, yeah.
Yes.
They are superior to everybody else.
Yes, by my definition.
And so if black women are superior, why did they choose to accept the welfare check over the husband?
You're twisting it. They're
What do you mean?
superior when they operate with the actions that their ancestors operated with.
Right, but their ancestors, at that time, they were not getting a welfare check, they were getting husbands, right?
Exactly.
And so if they were superior, why did they choose the welfare check over the husband? The white man came along and said, here's a welfare check, but you can't have a husband. Why did this black superior woman decide, you know, a welfare check is better than a husband?
Ignorance.
Oh,
We're
so
back
the
at ignorance.
So the superior
Exactly.
woman was ignorant?
Exactly.
She didn't know she was superior?
You're not going to act in a way that allows you to be superior when you're ignorant.
So she didn't know she was superior?
No.
And so she chose the welfare check over the husband.
Right, because she didn't know what best served the black community.
And the black husband didn't know he was superior.
It depends on who you're talking
Back
about.
then, he didn't know he was superior.
It depends on which one you're talking about. Not all black men left.
Those that did leave, they didn't know they were superior.
No, the ones who know act in a way that serves their community best.
You got all those degrees, and this makes sense to you.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense. Did you read the book?
Let me ask, should we still give the blacks reparations?
Yes.
We should give the black.
Yes.
We should give the black supremacies, the superior people, smarter than everybody else, we should give them reparations.
Are white people superior?
No. We should give them reparations.
Yes,
right?
because we gave white slave masters reparations.
Amazing. At what point will the blacks stop begging and blaming?
Begging?
And blaming.
Who's begging?
The blacks.
I don't know who's begging.
For
What are they begging for?
reparations?
Arguing that we deserve reparations and affirmative action?
When will they stop begging?
When you give it to us?
And what is it that you want?
I want reparations. I want my money.
You want money.
Yes.
Your money.
I'm a foundational black American. I want money for what my ancestors went through.
And how much do you want?
You could give me, I'll speak for myself. I think give me between 300,000 to $1 million.
You personally want 300,000 to $1 million
Yes.
of your reparation money.
Right.
And what did you do to earn that money?
I was born, and I come from the lineage of black American slaves. And we never got our reparations. They gave white slave masters reparation. Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, who was a Republican, right? He gave white slave masters reparations and didn't give the blacks who he so-called freed, he didn't give them any reparations.